Founded in 1631, the Sussex County town of Lewes prides itself on being the first town in the first state.
Lewes has so much history, and the people that have moved here really embrace the history.
The town attracts people from all over to visit, work, and play. In today's Small Town series, some of the charming reasons why it's such a draw, from Lewes's natural beauty to a blooming boutique.
From just wraps and pants and tops to nightshirts to fun boots, jewelry.
From tax-free treasures you'll find to a one-stop shop where they're passionate about puzzles.
Sitting on a grandmother's knee, or sitting there with our parents and working on something as humble and as simple as a puzzle.
And gourmet grub.
We try to offer our customers and guests items that they may have seen on their travels, that they may have grown up with.
And that's just the start of the fabulous food.
There's just something about the way we cook our salmon. It's just delightfully crispy on the outside and really tender and delicious on the inside.
You'll see how the Sussex County town offers a little something for everyone in the family, even your little furballs.
We have some customers who bring 2 labs in just about every week to get new toys.
Delmarva Life Small Town Series, Lewes. Here we go.
Welcome to another edition of Delmarva Life Small Town Series. Today, it's about Lewes.
Yeah, and we've been talking a lot, even before the cameras came on, about how fascinating this town is.
It really is.
How much information there is.
Yeah, it's too much
Lewes
to put into one show.
Yeah, we needed a 2 or 3 hour show today. But one thing about the town of Lewes, its history is vast. It's located at the point where the Delaware Bay meets the Atlantic Ocean. Lewes was the site of the first European settlement in Delaware.
Now, Dutch settlers were the first Europeans to inhabit the area, calling it Zwanendel, which means Swan Valley. Well, the Dutch eventually lost the settlement to the English, who renamed it New Deal. In 1682, William Penn was given the Delaware colonies, and he renamed New Deal Lewes after a town in England. Lewes was incorporated on February 2nd, 1818.
Now, I grew up in Oklahoma as a kid, traveling with my parents, hit just about every state west of the Mississippi. You grew up in West Virginia.
Yeah.
You've been all over the country.
Pretty much.
My question is, have you ever seen the candle in the window that seems so prevalent in Delaware, specifically Lewes? Have you seen that anywhere else?
Yeah,
You
no,
have?
no,
See,
I haven't
I haven't either. And I've always wondered, where did this come from? What was the origin? I've always loved it. It's more than just a Christmas time thing. Interestingly, according to the City of Lewes website, the Lewes beaches were an important part of the Underground Railroad, and to signify that a home was a safe house for escaping slaves, they would place a candle in the uppermost window. Now, whether or not that's tied to the tradition of now, I don't know, but I found it very interesting.
Well, you know, Lewes is known and always has been known for being a welcoming town. In fact, those who live there are thrilled when visitors come and see all this quaint community has to offer.
Whether it's the restaurants, the shops, the events, you are bound to get a taste of something that you like. Delmarva Life's Katie Zerilli spoke with Betsy Reamer of the Lewes Chamber of Commerce about what you can expect if you stop by over the next few months.
Welcome to Lewes, a seaside piece of Delaware that both locals and visitors truly love.
I just think people find it to be a welcoming place, and also a lot of things to do here. We've got lots of shops and restaurants and museums, and we've got this beautiful water right behind us, and the bay close by, and the ocean right around the corner.
A beach town, yes, but one that operates year-round. One filled with quaint shops, filled with unique finds, and one that gastronomically keeps on growing. Betsy Reamer is the executive director of the Chamber of Commerce.
We have a new Indian Pan-Asian restaurant that has just opened up. We have a steak restaurant. We have numerous seafood restaurants, and Italian, Mexican. There's everything you can imagine, and some wonderful coffee shops and health bars with, you know, lots of fruit smoothies and that sort of thing.
Lewes is home to the beautiful Cape Henlopen State Park, where the Delaware Bay and the Atlantic Ocean meet. Historically, some of our nation's first public lands.
5,000 acres with gorgeous bike paths and vistas and and Gordon's Pond, and there's just so many wonderful things to do.
In fact, Lewes has quite the history. It's known for being the first town in the first state. It was settled by the Dutch in 1631. Folks in and around town continually celebrate its history and maritime heritage. One big way they do that is their upcoming event, Boast the Coast. This is the 24th year of Boast the Coast. Activities will take place right here at 1812 Memorial Park and numerous other locations around the city.
Right here in this park, we will have events taking place from 11 to 2. We have our seafood tasting, and then concurrently, we have children's activities here in the park that are completely free. And we have a research vessel from Delaware's Fish and Wildlife Department, and it's a big boat, and they'll be open for deck tours from 11 to 2, also free that day. The Lewes Historical Society has a craft show on their campus. The Lightship Overfalls, which is just down the canal from where we're standing now, will be open for tours from 11 to 2.
Boast the Coast takes place October 5th. Local merchants will also put on fall sidewalk sales. The Lewes Library will host a carnival. Peninsula Gallery will host an opening reception. Cape Artists Gallery will host an open house. The historic Lewes Farmers Market will be in biz, and folks will be encouraged to visit the many sites in town like the Cannonball House and the Lewes History Museum. The Chamber of Commerce started the event to coincide with Coast Day, which takes place the first Sunday in October at the University of Delaware's Lewes campus. Boast the Coast is, of course, just one of many events that fill the city's calendar throughout the year. Concert series pack the summer. Cultural activities don't stop. Betsy says Lewes is the place you want to be around Christmas time. For Christmas in Lewes, their hospitality night, and their Christmas parade, which has more than 100 entries each and every year. Those who come to vacation, no matter the season, experience something they truly enjoy.
I think the word that I have heard most from visitors is that it seems to be a very genuine town, that it's not been put together to be a tourist attraction, that they can just, when people come into the visitor center, they just said, walking through town, and people were so friendly, and we stopped to see, where we could get a cup of coffee, and they told us about 2 or 3 different places they could go. And I think that is what appeals to people, that it's authentic, it's genuine, and it's real.
And those who choose to live here feel the same way.
Now, you heard Betsy talk about the shops and the restaurants that keep Lewes thriving. We figured that's enough for you. We don't need to show you today.
Yeah, really?
That's exactly what we got planned for the next hour for you.
I loved how she talked about Cape Henlopen State Park. It is so beautiful. Run the Rehoboth Marathon through there, and I always have to stop and take pictures of the scenery.
Because it's so pretty.
It is. Now, we're just getting started with this unique look at Lewes.
Up next on Delmarva Live, it's time to play. The opportunities are endless at Puzzles on Front Street. This is one of those shops where you could spend hours perusing the products. We're going to show you why this is like a dream come true for people that are passionate about puzzles.
A few steps over and you'll find yourself smack dab in the middle of a culinary trip around the world. The team at Lewes Gourmet wants you to eat extraordinary, and they mean business. We'll tease your taste buds and show you next.
We introduce you to a woman whose passion for outfitting people in the hottest styles has bloomed into a true labor of love. Consider Misha Cito a go-to for anyone who wants to stay on top of the trends. We're going to stop by a few of her shops to show you exactly what we mean.
I'm Katie Zerilli, just walking along here with my pal Skipper. Coming up, we're taking you to a pet shop here in Lewes that's got everything this guy wants and more.
Now, did you think we'd have a small town series without visiting a restaurant? That's not going to happen. Harvest Tide Steakhouse is the only steakhouse in downtown Lewes, and we have a feeling that just showing you some of their food is going to be enough for you to put this restaurant on your list of favorites.
It is a beautiful place with lots to explore, so that's exactly what we're doing today.
Delmarva Life Small Town Series, Lewes. We'll be right back. Today we're showing you the pieces that come together to make Lewes the incredible place that it is. Now, the story that we're going to bring you first is just that.
We're introducing you to a husband and wife, one from England, the other from Oregon. On their second visit to Lewes, they decided it'd be nice to make it their new home. They've owned 2 stores in town for about 4 years now. Now, you might not think mind exercises and fine food go together, but they do. Delmarva Life's Katie Zerilli takes us to Puzzles and Lewes Gourmet on Front Street.
Puzzles and Lewes Gourmet. 2 stores, 1 couple. Meet husband and wife duo Tim Southerst and Andrea Spuck, who hail from far away, but on their second visit to Lewes had a chance to buy these 2 businesses and make here home, and they did.
My wife and I looked at each other and we kind of gulped and we thought, wow, stars are starting to align. Is this fate and destiny and all that funky stuff?
That was 4 years ago. They've spent every day since connecting with customers who are both locals and visitors. How could they not? Their product pretty much begs for it.
We all foster longing, nice, fuzzy, warm memories of days gone by and sitting on a grandfather, grandmother's knee, or sitting there with our parents and working on something as humble and as simple as a puzzle. Step
inside the puzzle side. Join others in going crazy for this collection.
And they will look around and their jaw will sometimes perceptibly drop. And you'll hear comments like, wow, I've never seen so many puzzles in one place.
They work with more than 100 manufacturers and vendors to provide puzzles of all shapes, sizes, and difficulties.
We have everything from the world's largest puzzles of 40,000 pieces all the way down to puzzles intended for our very youngest puzzlers, just a couple of easy pieces put together, and all points in between.
They've also got just about every brain teaser that you could think of. My task with these metal bars is to get them to come apart. Clearly I can accomplish that. Shouldn't be an issue. If your mind is more motivated by thinking games, they sell those too. Or maybe you can't get enough crosswords or go silly for Sudoku. It's all here.
And when I see the joy, the very basic level of joy that kind of emanates out of individuals and groups doing these things, it's fantastic to see.
Once you've got your puzzle picked out, all you have to do is just take a couple steps, and then it's time to treat your taste buds.
We have a lot here, but we try to have it curated in a way that you're not overwhelmed and that you can just kind of take a stroll. Maybe it feels like an old general store.
An old general store with a twist.
We try to offer our customers and guests items that they may have seen on their travels, that they may have grown up with.
Whether it's Middle Eastern spices, Dutch chocolate, candies from the UK, jams and jellies from Maine, or honey made right here, every item has a story. Just like Tim and Andrea. Just like every person who walks in. And when those stories intertwine, that's when the magic happens.
We talk about 6 degrees of separation. In our store, we believe there are no degrees of separation. That if you talk to somebody long enough, that there is a way that your paths have crossed before.
As they reach further and further across borders, they're also looking inward and finding ways to provide for the town they live in and love. They had this special design created to put on certain items, and proceeds benefit local nonprofits. Around the holidays, they'll have knickknacks to help you celebrate in the traditions you're used to. Their constant quest to expand and offer more and more unique products has nothing to do with building something big. It's a yearning to know you and your story.
I love to do this because I get to meet the most wonderful people every day, and every day is different.
A pairing that perhaps defies logic a bit, and the two who champion it all show us how we as humans can be linked together, whether we live in Lewes or somewhere miles and miles away.
Tim and Andrea say they love seeing the generations of people who come through the door, both stores. On the puzzle side, Katie asked Tim if he found that more people like the actual doing the puzzle or finishing the puzzle better. He said it was split right down the middle. What do you think? Log on to our Facebook right now and let us know.
So you think Katie got that one that she had in her hands? I'm sure she did.
She sure did.
Of course she did.
Of course she did. Ooh, aren't these tulips beautiful? We snapped these photos at a recent tulip celebration in Lewes. The annual event takes place in the spring. They plant more than 20,000 bulbs, and it is really something to see. Let's take some time to focus on something else that's not only bloomed in Sussex County town, but has blossomed into a growing business. We're talking about Blooming Boutique. And what you'll find there is the hottest in jewelry, handbags, shoes, accessories, resort wear in all sizes. And behind it all is an owner who prides herself on affordability and fun. As we hear from 102.5 WBOC's Corey Phoebus.
You know, as people, we try our best to be unique, to stand out in our own personal way. And to do that, we need to find the perfect article of clothing, perhaps a piece of jewelry that helps us pop. And the best place to find articles like that is at a boutiques type store, such as Bloomin' Boutique in downtown Lewes. Here with me is Misha Seto. Misha, how are you?
Hi, great today.
Good to see you. So, being in downtown Lewes, first off, it's the oldest town in America, and I think people tend to forget that. How has the history of being in Lewes affected you as a business owner?
Well, it brings us traffic, whether it comes over on the ferry from the Jersey Shore or people just visiting down from Maryland, Virginia, Pennsylvania. They come all year here to visit.
So it helps?
Oh, absolutely.
So taking a look in the store, what are some of the things that you specialize in?
Well, in this time of the year, coming into the fall and the holiday season, we still always carry resort wear, but we have a lot of unique clothing. A lot of it's made in the USA, from just wraps and pants and tops to nightshirts to fun boots, jewelry, things for gifts for the holidays.
Okay, and seasons tend to change, so I'm assuming the inventory does as well.
Yes, and we've got a lot of new stuff just arriving in right now.
Okay, now you don't stop at clothing or wraps, you also have jewelry.
Yes, we carry jewelry lines. Some of the lines are made in the USA, like Luca and Danny. We carry a line from Spain called CXC. It's very cool, handmade in Madrid. We carry troll beads, which is a huge program for us. We have a couple festivals a year here in town with the program.
Now, why? Why did you want to get into this type of work? I mean, it's such a beautiful store. Is this like a personal thing?
It evolved. I never did it. I moved down to the Delaware beaches, and I started with making little handbags at the craft shows, and then I opened a first little store. And now, in 13 years, it's grown to we have 10 different stores and an internet company.
10 different stores and an internet company. Now, this isn't the only, you have a sister store that's located right next door.
Yes, we do in Lewes. We do. People think it's the same store, but it's not. On 2nd Street, we're at the 107 2nd Street store. Literally, if you go right around the corner in the same building, we have Blooming Boutique accessories with all totally different items.
Well, such as?
Well, we have Simply Southern.
Okay.
We have Corksicle. We have sweet products in there, pajamas, loungewear. We carry bathing suits, and we're going to be expanding and carrying bathing suits all year in that store.
So, coming down to Lewes, sometimes you might say, hey, it's hard to find a parking spot. I don't want to fight the traffic. You don't have to worry about that.
No, I don't. I was going to say, one of the things, if you just go outside of our 2-block radius, there's plenty of parking. But in front of our Blooming Boutique accessory store, you can pull right in. We have parking spots.
All right. I'm loving the energy. I'm loving the ideas, and I'm loving the inventory. So if you're looking for a gift, if you're looking for something for yourself, downtown Lewes is definitely the place to go. Misha, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Back to you guys.
Always a must stop for me. And you're going to see Misha again a little later in the show when our team came back from visiting with her. The one thing they all commented on was her passion. She loves what she does, and it shows. You know, Jimmy, there are times on this show when our teams bring back video like this, and I know right away I want to visit. I mean, after seeing this, how could you not? And there is plenty more treasure to find at Treasures in Lewes.
102.5 WBOC's Corey Phoebus is back at it to show you.
As you're out experiencing and enjoying downtown Lewes, you want to look your best. You want to wear that jewelry that nobody else has. You want something that catches the eye of the people that walk past you. And the best place to find that would be Treasures in Lewes. I managed to catch up with jewelry and home decor specialist Marianne Callahan. How are you, Marianne?
I'm great, thank you, Corey.
This is such a beautiful little store. I love it.
I know. People come in and they just are so relaxed in here and they walk out saying, oh my gosh, I can't wait to come back.
So I want to get into some of the stuff that I can find here at Treasures in Lewes, and I notice a lot of different pieces, and all of them have their own, I guess, beautiful qualities, I guess you could say.
Absolutely, absolutely. What we're standing in front of is the counter of John Maderas. John Maderas is very traditional. It is gold and silver look with sometimes pearls. We also have a line called Uno de 50, which is very, very artistic. It's from Madrid, Spain, and it carries its own artistic look to it and everything like that. We also have something called Firefly that we have from Guatemala. We have something called Lizzie James from California. We just have a variety, and it's such fun because it's unusual and it's unique.
That's what I was going to ask you. You're going to have to forgive my ignorance. I don't wear a lot of jewelry. However,
I'll have to fix that.
I look at this stuff and I just think how different it looks. Is that kind of the direction that people are going now, is getting more different pieces?
Well, everybody wants to look different.
Sure.
Nobody wants to look like they kept coming and going or anything like that. And that's why they do come in, because they can find that unique piece. So yes, to answer your question, people do want to look different. So they do go towards, we carry smaller lines. We don't carry the great big lines. And I'll tell people when they come in, if you like this bracelet, I don't have 5 of them. We're not deep, but we're broad.
Okay.
Okay, does that make sense?
Yes, it does. Yes, absolutely. And I also noticed that there were some pieces that you give a demonstration on.
Yes.
What is the story behind those?
Well, a lot of times we have one particular line called Lizzie James, and Lizzie James, they'll come in, it's kind of at the front, and they'll come in and I'll watch them and they'll just try and put this bracelet on, and then they get frustrated and they walk away. And I'll stop them and I'll say, do you need to know how to put that bracelet on? And what it does is it wraps around. People try to put it on through their fingers and wrap it, they don't have an idea.
Sure.
So sometimes it's more fun showing them how to do it. I had a mother and a daughter came in, and the daughter was about 12 years old, and I said, come here honey, learn how to do this.
And you showed her, just
of course.
like that. Now,
and Mom bought it.
while people who come in are looking different, they can also take something home to make their homes look different and unique as well.
Yes, very much so. We have beautiful, beautiful pictures. And I will tell people, what's amazing about our artwork, price-wise, is that the framing on our pictures is phenomenal. It would cost you as much as the picture. If you were to look at the framing, I tell people, this framing is worth the cost of the picture.
Sure. That's very cool. Marianne, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to come talk to me.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Folks, beautiful pieces in beautiful, historic downtown Lewes.
Well, if you're looking for unique, I think you found your spot. If you want to see more, you'll find a lot of the neat items that Treasures in Lewes has posted to their social media page, and we'll have a link on DelmarvaLife.com.
I like how she said they're not deep, but they're broad.
But they're broad, yeah.
That's good when you're shopping for gifts. Finding a store where everyone can pick out something they like is a rarity, but Misha Sato says she's accomplished it with Lewes Gifts. It's located right in the center of downtown.
There's so much inside, it would take you days to see it all, but don't worry. Delmarva Life's Katie Zerilli spells it out for us.
Lewes Gifts, located on 2nd Street in the heart of downtown, this special shop of Michiko Seto's has you covered from A to Z.
It's got something for everybody.
In fact, why don't we do just that? Everybody remember their alphabet? Good. Here we go. A, art. Whether it's sea glass creations or beach-themed signs, you'll find something that'll stand out on a wall or surface. B, Bath & Body. They've got the Beekman line and others.
They have beautiful designs on their products. We have a variety of Bath & Body products that are and they're good for you.
C, cards. Want to send a greeting the old-fashioned way? Check out this selection. D, dishes. Dishes truly of all kinds. Which brings us to E. Look at this egg platter. F, fragrances. G, glasses. Dress up your morning OJ routine. H, home decor. Make that living room shine with simple pieces or something a little more bedazzled. H also covers their holiday collection.
It's fun. I enjoy it. I love going buying for the stores and picking out all the different products every year. And, just always trying to find unique, fun things that people are going to enjoy.
I, Innis, the energy of the sea. Coming from Ireland, this scent is hot right now, and you can find it right here in your preferred form. J, jams and jellies. And check out the brand. The first town in the first state. She's got all kinds of gourmet food from this line.
So we carry that line all year. They do ciders.
K, how about your keepsakes? Buy something to remember your time here, or a trinket to pass down as a family heirloom. L, well, that one should be obvious. L is for Lewes.
This is also a great place to check out if you want to get something to show off your Lewes pride. Take your pick. You could have pillows, a sign, coffee mugs, a coaster, even a fun license plate.
L also stands for Michiko's loyalty program that keeps customers returning. They get 10% back when they shop here. M, Magnolia Home Line, which will turn some heads. Also, an expanding men's section. N, napkins that will make you not ever want to buy plain white again.
It's one of the people's favorite shops because they always find something in here and at any price point.
O, oven mitts, and colorful ones at that. P, you saw the Lewes pillow. That's not the only one. Take your pick. Q, quite the selection of coasters made of absorbent stone. R, she's rearranging the store constantly so that no item goes unnoticed. S, stainless steel. These corksicle tumblers are in high demand. You can even get them monogrammed. T, oh, the treats you'll find. Sea salted caramels that are to die for.
That is the hottest item that we have that people love.
U, under the sea items. Shells on mugs, shells on frames, all the shells. V, vegetable soup base from the first town, first state line. Sounds good to me, especially as we get further into fall. W, the same line makes the wine. X, I'm just going to tell you that you can expect to have a great experience.
I want them to have a good time, and I hope we give them the best service that we can do for them.
Why? Well, that just might be the most important one. You. Michiko's goal is to make sure that everyone can walk away happy.
I have people that have come back for 13 years to come see us every year. They come on their vacation. They come to see us, come to see my dog, everything, you know. And it's just that small town feel, and they remember you.
And finally, Z. Hey, if home decor and fine fragrances aren't your thing, we can all enjoy something zesty, right? Try beech nuts or butter-flavored pretzels. 26 letters will help you see it's one impressive store.
Wow.
And I'm still not sure that she got everything in the store.
I don't think so.
That was incredible. Misha keeps people coming into her store in the off-season by hosting numerous events.
You can also shop Lewes gifts online. We'll have a link on our website, delmarvalife.com.
Take a look at this gorgeous shot of the Lewes Canal from our Skycam 16. We're hoping that you're enjoying your tour of the Sussex County town. Now it's time to make a stop at the pet shop.
Oh yeah, Pups of Lewes on 2nd Street has been around for a little while, but changed owners 5 years ago.
Now this is a spot downtown where you can feed, dress, and of course play with your furry friends. Delmarva Life's Katie Zarilli tells us the story of the owner who went from laws to paws.
Hey Skip, look, you want a treat?
Longtime lawyer Linda Madrid has loved animals since she was a little girl. Skipper is one of 4 dogs she has at home. She rescued him 10 or so years ago.
At the time, he was about 4 years old and looked so sad, so sad. He's now 14 years old, doesn't see very well, doesn't hear very well, but he has been just a love.
Linda's also got 3 cats at home, but her heart for 4-legged pets gets even bigger. 5 years ago, she became the owner of Pups of Lewes after a more than 30-year career as a lawyer.
I frankly didn't do this to make money. That just wasn't why I did this. I would have stayed practicing law. This was something that I wanted it to be a different experience.
Pups stands for Positively Unique Pet Shop, and that's the perfect way to describe this place. Well, other than doggy or kitty paradise. I mean, just look at this collar wall. Linda says it's the largest collar or ribbon collection on the East Coast.
They're very high quality. We're constantly changing them. They're seasonal. Folks come here for this every year.
Take a look at this wall of toys. Linda says oftentimes dogs come in and pick out what they want on their own. She says one of the most popular items is this pig. You can see and hear why. And she says they also love soft but tough guys like this.
We have some customers who bring 2 labs in just about every week. They get new toys and they pick out their toys, they carry them in their mouth, and they walk out the door.
Take your pick of pet clothing, too. They've got bandanas, bow ties, sweaters, and the like. They've got all kinds of extras to keep your pet healthy, too.
We have items that we can recommend to them if it's anxiety when their owner goes to work.
But you, as the pet owner, work hard, too, right? You deserve a treat. It's gift items galore here. She says breed items like these shirts and socks are also a big seller.
People are very proud of that. They're very attached to their Weimaraner or what it might be, and they can come in here and they can find items that they can really connect with.
And if by chance you visit and Linda's not there because she's doing her part-time work as an alderman, she's got a well-trained staff to take care of you and your furry friend. Linda wants you to walk out of those doors overly satisfied.
I want them to feel that they found the right item, they got good guidance, and they can feel as though they've given their pet the best possible of what it is.
In fact, you don't even have to buy anything. Sometimes this is just a place for 4-legged friends to get together.
I always describe Pups as the local coffee shop for dogs. People come in, they walk their dogs each day, they get a biscuit. The folks who work here know the pups, and it ends up becoming a real community gathering spot.
A community, she adds, she's quite fond of.
Let me put it this way, I haven't been back over the Chesapeake Bay Bridge in 5 years, and I am very happy about that. I absolutely love Lewes.
Safe to say, Sweet Skipper does too.
Now, you'll find Pups of Lewes at 117 2nd Street. Linda says she also enjoys participating in local events, giving to different organizations and rescues. I think my favorite there was Wagmore Bark Less.
Yeah.
Linda also says that she's happy to be a big dog sponsor of Lewis's private dog park.
And I think Skipper is the luckiest dog of all.
I'm not sure this needs much of an introduction. How about you and I take just a second to appreciate what's on your screen right now? You about ready to dive into it? Well, you're going to need to make a stop on Savannah Road in Lewes then at the Harvest Tide Steakhouse. The team here is serious about steak and making sure that you, your friends, and your family leave feeling fantastic. Just beyond the Lewes Bridge lies another business that has brought a new atmosphere to a historic destination, the Harvest Tide Steakhouse, a family-run restaurant bringing a wide variety of flavor to the town.
So my husband and I met in 2015, actually while I was serving at a restaurant and he was the executive chef. And we kind of met, and both of us had been in the restaurant industry for a while. And his brother had approached us and was like, hey, like, what do you think we all, put our minds together and come up with something, like have this concept, because we all have strengths in different areas. So we all kind of came together and, found this spot, and it's just been great since.
Gabby's husband and also executive chef Daniel Somoza has always been passionate about food and decided he wanted to bring some of his heritage into Harvest Tide.
Coming back from a country where we get every ingredient fresh, that you really go to a supermarket and it's fresh from the day of, like vegetables, like fruit, or like proteins, seafood, you name it. Like, that's the thing that I wanted to bring to the United States. Kind of show people the things that we do in our country, that we can also recreate that food with these flavors here too.
Harvest Tide has a vast menu of flavors that could please any palate, but there are a few items in which they specialize.
One of the things that stands out the most is probably our dry aged steaks. We dry age our ribeye and New York strip in-house in a humidity controlled meat locker, but we also have a huge array of seafood items. I mean, totally fresh, really, really good. We even have a vegetarian dish. A tofu dish, so we want there to be something for everybody.
Mouth-watering, tender, juicy steak, but not just your ordinary steak, as Chef Daniel would put it.
So that entails about like 21 dates that we do in-house as a dry age, and 21 dates did the company that we buy the meat, that's for us, that they hold our meat for 21 days before we can even utilize. So it's about like 42 days by the end.
And we were lucky enough to have Chef Daniel fire up one of these perfectly aged steaks.
Okay, so the steak that I made today, it's a dry aged Delmonico that has been aged for 21 days. It's in a ribeye that has a bone in. And what the bone in does, it just helps to keep more moist inside of that meat when you cook it. So like the flavor is completely different.
The steaks aren't the only thing that'll make your mouth water.
I would say probably my favorite dish here is our salmon dish. There's just something about the way we cook our salmon. It's just delightfully crispy on the outside and really like tender and delicious on the inside.
And on top of all these delicious flavors, Harvest Tide can pair the perfect wine with your dish.
We have a large array of wines, and then we also do monthly wine dinners, which are a lot of fun. It's reservation only, great price, usually like 4 or 5 courses, and we pair it. We have a wine rep here who talks to you about the wine, and Chef Daniel who talks to you about the food, and it's a great time.
Usually when going out to dinner, the term bar food has a negative connotation. But at Harvest Tide, sitting at the bar is not going to stop you from enjoying a steak and having a bottle of wine.
Full service, and I'll tell you, you'd be surprised how many people actually sit at our bar and just have like a full meal. I'm talking a bottle of wine, 2 giant tomahawk steaks, because it's cozy with the lighting and the beautiful piece behind it and the TVs. It's just it's cozy. So full service bar, full menu, everything.
Food has been bringing people together since the beginning of time. And Gabby and Daniel have made it their mission to bring the community together as a family through food, drink, and love. Isn't it great to meet people who love what they do? Now, if you'd like to reserve a table, check out the weekly specials, maybe just salivate over the menu, all you have to do is go to delmarvalife.com.
Isn't that fun?
Oh my goodness, you
so
saw
many places.
People. Yeah.
So many people, so many places. Loved it.
I have a funny feeling you'll be back.
I think so. I got to get me a puzzle.
Yeah. How about the 40,000 piece one?
Can you believe that? He said people do it.
Wow.
They buy it and they do it.
That's amazing.
And it's not even the biggest puzzle. It's been bigger.